Hey guys, and welcome to another video. In this video we'll be seeing how to use a custom font for our text and how to use images. Two types of images, network image and asset image. So let's start by giving a custom font to our text. So there are many places you can download fonts from. One of them is fonts.google.com. That's Google Fonts. You can search for the font you want, or you can just see some fonts. The font I want is called Poppins, so I'll click on that. Then what I can do is download family, but I don't want that, so I will delete that. Show all. Let's actually show that in my finder. Let's delete this. Right. So you can actually download that, but I won't be using this way. There's a package for Flutter called Google Fonts, and that's made by Material.io. Let's see. So we'll be using this package, and to use this package we need to come to installing. We need to add this into our dependencies or run this command in your terminal. Then you can import it. But there's an easier way of doing this in VS Code, and use that you need an extension called PubSpec Assist. Okay, install that. Then come here, Command Shift P, PubSpec Assist, add update dependencies, press enter, call this Google Fonts. Now if we actually check our PubSpec YAML, what this is doing is adding Google Fonts as a dependency. Let's save that. That's going to run Flutter pub-get. That's done. Now we have that package. Let's use it. There are many ways of using this. So you can actually use it just like a default style, or you can use the default style dynamically. You can put in a custom style, and that's what we'll be using. So let's use that. So let's just scroll down, delete this text style, and go Google Fonts. And we're getting this error. Actually it automatically imported it for me, but to import it just copy this line. Right, it automatically imported it. We will then go Poppins, and let's save that actually. And now the font's going to change. So just see the text. It's going to perform your hot reload, and that changed. As you can see, it's looking different. Now we can post in a custom text style. If we hover over this, as you can see, there's a text style option. So let's use that. This takes in a text style widget. Let's put in a color. Let's put in a font size. And one more thing, what I want is font weight. Then we are going to go font weight dot 900 W900 weight 900. Let's save that. That's looking better. Now we have our font, and that's looking nice. Now let's start by making images. So let's start with network image. Let's remove this child text of center, and let's instead put it an image. Then we need to pass in an image prop to this. So let's actually put a comment in here. Instead of this, there are two types of image. Let's start with network image. In here we need to pass in our URL. So the URL is, so actually I've already found an image on Unsplash. Okay, and this is just some Flutter image. You can just use any image you want. Open this image, new tab, copy that, paste this URL in. That's it. You will have your image. So your image is there, as you can see, and that's it. Now let's start with asset images. Okay, now this asset image I got from a website called Undraw. Browse now, search for Flutter, and you'll find the image. You can just download the PNG. After you have that, I made a folder called assets and put that image. Okay, then we can use this. So let's delete this image. We are going to put in an image again, but instead of this, we're going to go asset image. We need to pass in a URL. So in our case, it's going to be assets/image.png. As you can see, it's in our assets image png file. Let's put in our commas. Let's save that, and we do get that. Okay, now you might get an error. Okay, and let me hot restart this and see. We got that, but you might get an error, and if you get the error is that in pubspec YAML you need to add assets. Okay, just uncomment that and just put the folder you have your assets in. Okay, so I have it in assets. I'm going to save that. Then you shouldn't get that error. Okay, so I have it in assets / and that's the. So just scroll down just under this comment, uncomment that, put in your folder, and you should get this image. So now that we have our image, we explored both the types of images. Now there's a simpler way of doing this instead of doing all of that. It's easy. So for the child, put an image, and not that way, image dot, some file. So file, let's start with network. Source, well, we will remove that. The source is going to be this. Let's right click, let's copy that image address. Let's just paste that in. Let's put in a comma. Let's save that. Now it's easier to do this, and we still get our image, and we only have to write one line. Let's do the same thing with asset. Let's just take here, let's go assets / and remember, don't put a slash assets. It's going to be only assets / image png. Let's save that, and we get our image. Okay, we're getting one problem, and that problem is unused import because we're not using this. I'm just comment that out. Okay, and that's it for this video. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, be sure to subscribe to my channel, like the video, and watch my next video, in which I'm going to discuss buttons on pressed events and a lot of other stuff. So watch that.